creativity can save your life. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but it'll definitely help you live longer. You see, creativity is important for many reasons. I'm gonna give you 8. And number 1 on that list is that creativity actually makes you live longer. Let me explain. You've probably heard that stress can take years off your life. A new study has found the numbers to be 2.3 years for women and 2.8 years for men. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but once you start factoring all the other things that are killing you, like smoking, a lack of exercise, maybe a splash of diabetes, yeah, they kinda add up. So stress should not be neglected. But how does creativity factor into this? James Clear, the writer of Atomic Habits, cites studies and research that demonstrate creating art decreases negative emotions, reduces stress and anxiety, and improves medical outcomes. Not only can being creative help you live longer, but it can improve the quality of health and life too. And it does that by drawing on a variety of neural networks within the brain. And since I mentioned the brain, creativity has the added benefit of keeping the mind active and more productive. Once you put those brain muscles to good use and train them, you will get fresh new perspectives. You see, creativity lets you spice things up and keeps you feeling energized and invigorated when it comes time to approaching the task at hand. That way you become a better problem solver in all areas of your life. Instead of coming from a linear, logical approach, like there's only a single road to your ultimate destination, your creative side can approach a situation from all angles. You'll start to see the side roads, the bridges, the back alleys. Creativity helps you see things differently and better deal with uncertainty because you can adapt your thinking to allow for the flow of the unknown. By breaking patterns, you can also see the big picture and not get bogged down in the details. We've all heard the expression, you can't see the forest for the trees. Creativity also has benefits that relate to the outside world. For example, it can help you succeed in business. Think of business as an even playing field. Those who know the playing field and can introduce a creative solution, strategy, or process are the ones who often succeed. And it's not just your career that can benefit from creativity, so can your social life, because creativity can bring people together. When it comes to the creative act itself, think of art classes, groups, and bands, where a collective group of creatives can join and share a common experience and a sense of belonging. And even in the corporate world, they have dedicated thinking groups or pods where they take time to come up with creative ideas and solutions to a problem. Once you put out creativity into the world, you become a part of a larger community. So creativity helps bring people together, but it also helps to get them to stick around. You can apply the same creative process and thinking to your relationships just as you do your business. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you did anything new in your relationships, romantic or otherwise? Having a hard time answering that question? Well, then you probably better start thinking of things right now. And with that, we're down to the last 2 benefits. Creativity builds confidence. And this confidence lets you tackle bigger challenges, and it snowballs from there. Being creative comes with many ups and downs, and a high risk of failure. You have to be vulnerable to share your art, and willing to take the risk that what you create may never see the light of day. Engaging in the creative process is a great confidence builder because you can discover that failure is a part of the process. Once we see failure as something that is survivable and something that helps us grow and that it makes our work better, we can release the fear and try new things, even at the risk of failing. Don't believe me? Just do a quick Google search for failure quotes and see how many successful people talk about it. And now, the most surprising benefit of creativity, well, for me at least. You ready for it? Creativity can change your perspective on education. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't really like school. Don't get me wrong, I did well, I got good grades, but the whole experience was unenjoyable and I felt like I was learning a whole bunch of useless stuff that I was never gonna use. Turns out I was right. But here's the thing. Learning is the foundation of creativity. Instead of seeing education in a bad light of quizzes and tests on subjects that have no relevance, see education as a building block of ideas. It is only when you continue to learn, by reading, watching educational videos, or listening to educational podcasts or interviews, that you can learn new ideas and concepts. These ideas will then serve you when it comes time to think creatively. Because what is creativity? It's just new combinations of old things. So the more you know about something or things in general, the easier it'll be for you to be creative.